Vasudevaya. So, text 41, Madhya Khanda, Sri Chaitanya Bhagvat, chapter 13, the deliverance of Jagai and Madhai. We read text 41 yesterday, which described the great danger of Vaishnava Aparad. Text 41. I'll just repeat it so that we get some continuity. Je sabhaye Vaishnavera ninda matra hai, sarva dharma dhakile ho tabu hai shay. In the assembly in which Vaishnavas are blasphemed, will be ruined, even if all other religious principles are present in that assembly. So we should be very careful not to allow this one fault described in Yadi Vaishnava Paradute Hati Mata Upadeva Chinde Jai Shuki Jai Pata. If Vaishnava Parad is the mother of all offenses compared to a mad elephant. Sannyasi sabhaye yadi hai ninda karma, madhyapera sabha hoite se sabha adharma. That even if is an assembly of very exalted sannyasis or advanced people, but if they indulge in blasphemy, criticism of other living entities, other souls, then that assembly of sannyasis is even madhyapera sabha. That is even more irreligious and sinful than an assembly of drunkards. And so, such a danger. Bhaktiratna Saraswati Thakur writes, if the topmost community that abstains from worldly good and evil activities and that belongs to the highest ashrama, Sampradaya, engages in blasphemy of the Vaishnava, then it is to be understood that such a community is more sinful than a sinful community of drunkards. This is Chaitanya Bhagvat is warning us. There is no license, even if one is advanced soul, no license to look down on the Vaishnavas. There are 6 kinds of ways one can offend Vaishnavas, described in the Padma Puran. Antinindanti vaidveshti Vaishnavam nabhinandati kudhyate yati no harsham darshane patatani sat. So the 6 ways are described that Anti means to hit a Vaishnava or to beat him up, harm, cause physical harm. Nindati means to blaspheme or criticize with the envious mentality. Anti nindanti vaidveshti. Dveshti means to become envious. Sometimes one may not criticize from the verbally, but in one's heart one may become envious, and that is also an offense. Anti nindanti vaidveshti. Because out of all the anarthas, dvesh or envy, malice cannot be engaged in the service of the Lord. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada. All this 5 things can be engaged, but matsarya, this envy, cannot be engaged in the service of the Lord. That is why Hanti nindanti vaidveshti Vaishnavam nabhinandati. The 4th offense is on seeing a Vaishnava not to offer obeisance. That is an offense. whether one is a higher Vaishnava, lower Vaishnava, any Vaishnava, every soul should be offered obeisance. If we meet them in a particular place where we can't go down and offer obeisances, one should mentally offer. Krishneti yasya giritam mansatriyeta. Rupa Goswami. So Rupa Goswami says that one who chants the name once, Krishneti yasya giri, on whose tongue the name of the Lord is vibrating even once or a few times, then one should offer obeisances at least in the mind. Tamman sadriyet. Dikshasti chet pratibhistam bhajantam isha. And those who have accepted Diksha and worshipping the Lord by Nam Bhajan, they should be physically prostrated. One should offer obeisance. And one who is engaged in pure bhajan, to such a personality one should engage in service along with the obeisance. So everyone should. Shivananda Sen offered obeisances to a dog in Jagannath Puri. And the dog came along with him to go to Jagannath Puri. And he suddenly disappeared outside of Puri when Shivananda Sen had gone to pay tax to the border people. And the dog was later found in Gambhira, and the Lord Gauranga was throwing green coconut pulp to the dog. And Shivananda Sen saw the dog in front of Gauranga. He offered Dandvat obeisances to the dog, knowing the dog to have received the mercy of the Lord. Though actually it was his mercy through which the dog had come to Gauranga. So, that assembly becomes fully not easy. Why assembly is talked about, sabhai, in this verse is in a big assembly, not everyone may be committing offense, but even if one person criticizes a Vaishnava, the whole assembly becomes worse than drunkards. See, now somebody may ask a question, what is my fault? I was just sitting in that assembly and some envious person spoke out, blasphemed a Vaishnava. What is my fault? But Jiva Goswami says, Vaishnava ninda shravane doshokta. My dear sir, because you were sitting in that assembly, because you were hearing, that is why he was speaking. If you would have got up and left, he would have spoken to the empty walls. Whom can he speak to? So because there was somebody to hear, that's why this aparadh was committed. That is why hearing the aparadh is as sinful as speaking it. That is why the whole assembly becomes contaminated of Vaishnava aparadh. So one has to be very careful. One has to monitor how one is utilizing the hearing pure messages, glories of the Lord. Immediately one should stop a person who is committing offenses. Or if one cannot stop, one should leave the place without delay. Text 43. Madhyapera nishkritya chaye kona kale paracharchakera gati nahi kabhu bhale. Namandas Thakur is the strongest author who is really hitting his point through to for all. Actually, he is speaking about this because of his compassion for all the souls. He doesn't want the souls to commit aparadh and so that they can go back to Godhead, the spiritual kingdom. So he's saying a drunkard, Nishkriti, can be delivered, can be liberated from the cycle of birth and death. Surely at some point of time a material sense gratifier can be delivered if he gets the association of Vaishnavas. विषय विमूढ़ जन साधु संग पाए अनायासे लवे भक्ति साधुर कृपाए. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he sings in this verse, similar to this verse. He sings that a Vishay, a materialist, gross materialist, he may become an advanced devotee very soon if he gets the right association of advanced Vaishnavas. But a paracharchakera is someone who engages in blasphemy or gossip about others' bad qualities. Such a person can never be delivered. Very important. Gross sense gratifier. It's better to become a gross sense gratifier, materialist, than to become a nindak, criticizer, blasphemer of the Vaishnavas. It's better. Paracharchakera. Paracharcha means to discuss things which are not favorable to our bhakti, and that is specifically about other people's bad qualities. Paracharcha. So people who do paracharcha, backbiting, it's known as backbiting, exact English word. When they cannot help a person, but still they talk about the person's bad qualities behind their back, just to belittle that person or minimize that person, then it is known as paracharcha or gossip. If one cannot do anything against help a person, then there is no use in discussing, unless one is a spiritual master, or one has to warn some others about some deviation. One can do that. But if one does it with envy, with a desire to minimize someone else, sometimes the spiritual master has to warn his disciples and devotees regarding the pure path of bhakti, so that they don't get entangled in the wrong offshoots of bhakti which constantly arise, which are deviations. But the spiritual master he doesn't do it because of envy. That is known as Sadaupadesh, according to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that it is a proper instruction for the benefit of the devotees. But if one is not in a position to really correct anyone, and one is not doing it really for the welfare, of course one may say, I am doing it for the welfare of the world, I'm discussing the faults of such and such person because I want to warn people. But one has to analyze one's own motives, whether one is doing because of envy. If there is even a tinge of envy, then better to be on the safer side, not to discuss others' faults. Because our basic reason for our existence in this material world, our fall down, is because we were envious of God and His devotees. We didn't want to serve the Lord. So that envy is deep-rooted in our heart, and it cannot be eradicated fully unless we reach the platform of pure devotion. So one has to be very careful to stop this envy being manifested in the form of criticism. Otherwise it will destroy the whole garden of bhakti which we have cultivated for thousands of lives. We have reached a stage in our devotion, and not just because of our bhakti in this life, but because of many previous lives. And all that can simply we can put an axe finished by doing Vaishnava Parad. Because Lord Gauranga told Gopal Chapal that because you have committed aparad against offense against Srivas Thakur, you will not be delivered by me even till the sun and the moon are there. So no life, we will not be able to continue our bhakti. Even in any future life, if we commit this offense. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he quotes in the Bhagvat from 11.28.1. परस्वभाव कर्माणि न प्रशंसेत न करहयेत विश्वं मे कामकं पश्यन् प्रकृत्य पुरुषेण च. One should not praise, neither criticize the wrong activities of the conditioned activities of the conditioned souls. One should rather see this world as simply a combination of material nature, and the enjoying souls are rebellious of the Lord, but they are part and parcel of the Lord. So, Bhaktisiddhanta says that the propensity for hating others is called envy. Unless one becomes non-envious, one cannot retire from material inauspiciousness. If he wanted to criticize others, then there is no sense in becoming a devotee. That we can do successfully as materialist people. Those who are busy talking about others can never bring about their own benefit. It's very nicely expressed in one sentence. That if we want to achieve our own benefit, we should talk about our own bhajan, the pastimes, our own. We should think about improving our own bhakti. Since people who are engaged in blaspheming others have no time for their own benefit, they cannot rush towards auspiciousness. Text 44. Shastra padiyao karo karo buddhi nash nityananda ninda kare habe sarvanash. Even after studying hundreds of scriptures in the Vedas or so many other holy books, still the intelligence of the souls is destroyed, and they end up criticizing the Supreme Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda ninda kare have sarvanash. If somebody criticizes Nityananda Prabhu, then nobody can deliver that person. If somebody criticizes Krishna, then Krishna's name may protect him if he takes it with genuine repentance. But if somebody criticizes Krishna's name, then nobody can protect him except Gauranga. Gauranga is merciful. But if somebody criticizes Gauranga, who will protect? And nobody can protect except Nityananda Prabhu. Gaura, Jiva Goswami says that even if one commits a lot of offenses, if one has committed inadvertently against Gauranga, still Nityananda Prabhu can save that person. Nityananda Prabhu delivers that person. But if one criticizes Nityananda, then there is no hope. Hopeless. Nityananda ninda kare habe sarvanash. It's completely destroyed. Utter ruin is brought out by, it's a gateway to hell. Highway and gateway to hell. So people, they read so many holy books, so many scriptures, so many practices, so many processes they follow in this world, but they fail to accept the essence of all practices, That is to accept Nityananda Balaram, Lord Nityananda, as the Supreme Absolute Truth, as the original Jagat Guru, the Guru of all Gurus, original spiritual master. They fail to accept him, they fail to know him. So that is why Ishtvai Swabhava Janite Vapusastra Doshe. Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada is saying that Rupa Goswami said that verse that Vaishnava should never be seen as external appearance, just like Ganga. You take a bath in the Ganga, even though Ganga is maybe polluted by mud or foam or bubbles. Similarly, a Vaishnava's external appearance should not be seen and thus we should never criticize. Sometimes some people have the tendency to criticize those devotees whom they have never met or never seen. Club them all together as a society or a group, or one has never met them personally and one passes judgments and criticisms. That's very, very dangerous. It is even mass scale Vaishnava Aparadha. Because how can we know the intentions of a person whom we have not met? A Vaishnava may be genuinely performing devotion. When there is envy in the heart, when some other Vaishnava is coming up in bhakti, we say, oh, he is doing it for name and fame. We have not even met that person, we have not even seen him or talked to him, and what is his mood in doing his devotional service, in doing his chanting, and we just pass a comment, oh, he is doing it for name and fame. Shachi Mata passed a comment about Advaita Acharya only 1 or 2 times, but Gauranga said, I will not give her love. I will block her from giving her love. Of course, this was a pastime. Sachi Mata can never commit any offense. But this is to teach us that even once or twice, if we pass any comment, it is better if somebody asks us an opinion of some other Vaishnava, whom we don't know personally, who we have not studied his writings or his words or his instructions. Better to tell them that no comments. You please, if you want to know more about him, please go and meet him. That is the safest. Why to endanger one's spiritual life? So, Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada writes, those who due to narrow-mindedness find faults in their spiritual master can never achieve any benefit from Sri Gurudev. So, one accepts a Guru to surrender, not to start fault finding. Sometimes some people become, oh, now I have a Guru, I have taken Diksha, now I have a license to judge others, fault finding. Now I am Dikshit initiated, now I can see what is his fault, what is his fault, what is his fault. But actually Diksha is a ban on discussing about others. After taking Diksha, one should never ever for the rest of our life discuss the bad qualities of others. The concept is that since Sri Gurudev has fallen into inauspiciousness, it is their duty to deliver him. Such a concept brings about their ruination. They start thinking, what happens is when one starts criticizing, first one is very highly critical of non-devotees. Then from that critical mentality one starts becoming very critical of devotees. Then from that mentality gradually one starts becoming critical of senior Vaishnavas. Then from that mentality comes one starts seeing faults in one's own Gurudev. And then from that mentality one day one becomes so degraded and so fallen because one commits aparad, offense, criticism, the Naam takes away all the realization from that devotee. And what happens is immediately the next realization after that is one starts blaspheming the Lord. So it is a gradual, the envy towards God, the Lord is fully awakened by Vaishnava Aparad. The thing which we want to avoid, which we want to annihilate forever, the cause for our fall down in this material world, that itself becomes prominent when we start criticizing Vaishnavas. Text 45.